Hey YouTubers, I hope I can save you guys a lot of money here. If you have this is a GMC Yukon, but you might have a Chevy Tahoe, or you might have a Silverado or an Escalade. They all have kind of a similar problem of a warning that comes up that's intermittent. This one right now, I started it. It doesn't have the warning. It just has the normal brake light thing comes on. I'm going to turn off the emergency brake, and that light goes out. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. But if you're noticing that when you start the car, you remove the emergency brake, you're certain that it's off, and you still have the brake warning, and it may say something like service brake system right here, and I'll show you some pictures of some other warnings that'll pop up. But it's basically saying something's really wrong with your brake system. The fact is, maybe something is wrong with your brake system, so you want to pay good attention. But if it happens intermittently, where sometimes it comes on and then you turn off your car, and then you turn it back on, and maybe 9 times out of 10 you'll get this. It says ABS, it says brake, it says service brake system, and it doesn't always say that. Then you probably have a very easy thing to fix, and you can save yourself a whole bunch of money. If you're having this happen, and again, it's intermittent. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's because of a corroded ground that's very easy to get to, and you can clean up the corrosion and you're good to go. If it's happening and it's not intermittent, it's always happening, then there's probably something wrong with your ABS brake system, and you should go to the dealership or to a good independent garage and have it serviced and fixed. In this case though, we get this sometimes, other times we don't, and when you clean the corrosion from the ground, it goes away. Sometimes it comes back because you may get corrosion again, but it's very easy to fix. So I don't want to throw you guys off. If you're getting this and it happens every time you turn the thing on and off over and over, you're getting the ABS, you're getting the brake warning, you're getting, it says service brake system, you probably are, something's wrong, you've lost brake fluid, something's happened, and you do want to get it fixed. You may even want to get it towed because it might not be safe to drive. A symptom might be that when you press down on the pedal to use your brakes, it feels really spongy, or the pedal goes way down. That means you probably lost some brake fluid somehow. So you definitely pay attention to that. But if you do notice that it's occasional, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't when you turn it on, then we have a really easy fix for you. That time it didn't come on. So it's just saying that there's something wrong with this one ground. I'll show you where the ground is, and it's really easy to fix this. So this is going to be common to the GMC Yukon, the Chevy Tahoe, the Silverado, Escalade. They all have kind of the same chassis, the same system. This, by the way, is a 2004. So we are on driver's side near the front, and you don't have to jack up your car. You can just do this, take you 5 minutes. Go underneath your car, and very easy to get to. There's an electrical ground right there and one right there, and they can get corroded. Last time I cleaned this up, I should have painted it with a type of either put corrosion grease or painted it so no corrosion could build up. We can see rust, this corrosion. So what I'm going to do today is do it properly. I'll remove these, I'll clean everything, get it nice and shiny, get it all nice and tight, and then I'll either have it covered with the grease or I'll paint it with some anti-rust paint, and we'll be good to go. So that's the reason you're getting that problem, is because of this ground wire. It's throwing off the computer signal, and it thinks there's something wrong with your brake system, but it's just this goofy corrosion that builds up. You can see why the corrosion would build up here. Things getting wet and maybe even salty depending on where you live, and it's more apt to have a corrosion occur. So let's take these off and let's clean these up and let's get this done right. So all we need for this repairs our socket set, and I'm going to be using a wire brush with my drill, but you could use sandpaper or handheld wire brush should be good. Got a little automotive primer Rust-Oleum to spray over when I'm done, and it's going to be really easy. We're just going to loosen up those bolts. And we are looking at, that is a 13 millimeter. All right. Spin that off. Yeah, there's been a lot of people spent thousands of dollars replacing their ABS system, and it just was a stupid ground. And even though they did all this replacement, it still didn't solve the problem because the ground issue was the problem. So I'm going to clean these up, but they don't look bad. They don't look super corroded, but it's really right here that we got to clean. We'll do the same on this side. If you get these mixed up, don't worry about it, because all these are is ground. They have no polarity issue. You're not, you know, it's not like hot or neutral or positive or negative. They're just ground, so it doesn't matter which side they're on. Ocean. I'm actually really happy with this vehicle, that it's given us a lot of carefree service over the 20 years. It's got over 200,000 miles on it. But little stuff like this is tough, because when you have a bad ground, it gives you these weird intermittent problems. So now we can just clean up that steel really good. Make sure you have some safety glasses on.
Take you a couple minutes to be done. A little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Nice shiny steel. A little bit more there.
Okay, so the other thing you could look at is this copper. A little more delicate, so it'll be a little bit lighter. That's good. Do this one. Don't hurt your fingers here. And then do the back side too, right? Because that's actually the one that's in contact. It's a little corroded. You're just using abrasion to knock off the corrosion. Alright, that's all you need. The bolts you could do, but really what you're trying to get is this copper surface to be in contact with that steel. That's what's critical. I think maybe this got stripped out before, and that's why we put a nut behind it on this side. Because these are going into the steel, but I think I probably had over tightened that in the past, so we had to use a nut to get it tight enough. So now we're just going to tighten these back on, and then we'll paint them, and then we won't get that goofy light. So you do want to pay attention to those warning lights, but sometimes they're going on for the wrong reason. I've read a lot of online forums where people unfortunately have spent, again, thousands of dollars. They're trying to chase down this warning light for their brake system, but it was just bad ground. Okay, we're going to put that little nut on the back. Get that nice and tight, and then we'll do the other side too. It'll just take you a few minutes. It is common to a lot of models. I wish I could tell you guys for sure the other years. This is 2004. I think it's probably 2000 to 2006 have this very similar chassis and probably similar grounds, and the other ones I'm not certain. But you can just crawl underneath your car, and this is on the driver's side front, and when you look up here, you can see the tires right there. We're facing toward the front of the car, our truck. You probably will see the same thing. And we do want to get these guys pretty tight, right? Because any ground connection should be clean and tight. Otherwise, the circuit's messed up. Got it. Okay, that is good. Let's do the other one. So you can see this little piece fits in to that hole, and then you put on that other, the screw goes into that hole. That's great. Okay, then we'll paint that and we got it. All right, so we got it all corrosion free. We got some Rust-Oleum. This is automotive primer, but any kind of Rust-Oleum product stops rust. This isn't the right color really because it's primer color, but it's okay. Coming underneath here, we got the raw steel here. Give it a light coat. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes and then I'll give it another coat. Alright, we're in the Yukon again. We're going to turn it on and see if that little ABS warning light is still there or if it's gone away. Close that door. Alright, so that's good. It comes on initially, that's normal, and then it did turn off. So that should do the trick. If we did that, 3 or 4 times in a row, we should be now away from that intermittent problem. Yeah, now every time we're turning it on, we don't get that light anymore. So that did solve the problem. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this will save you some time and money. Thanks so much for watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance, and also click the little bell notification button so we can send you weekly videos on all the different ways of fixing appliances around your home and saving you lots of money. So thanks again for watching, and please also press the like button for our video if this was helpful to you. Feel free to contact me at the email listed below, which is scottthefixitguy@yahoo.com, with any of your questions.